Hello, and welcome to another Psych Minute. I think what I'd like to talk about today is dreams and dream interpretation. There are three, as far as I know, three main reasons why we think we dream. First is the medical model, which I don't like at all. The medical model states that when we're asleep, we're just randomly firing off memories, and that our consciousness is trying to make sense of those random firings and makes up a story, more or less, in order to explain what's happening. I think that's very narrow-minded. I just don't like that interpretation at all. The second one I really don't like that much either is the Freudian one. Is there are things in your head that if you knew you were thinking them, you would be so disgusted with yourself that you just would cease to function. You wouldn't be able to function during a normal day. So that these secret fantasies and taboos and other things you're thinking of come out at night when you're not really sure what they are, you don't really remember them all the time, and it's safer for you to consider those things. Maybe in a very symbolic kind of way, maybe a little bit, but I don't really like that one either. The one that I subscribe to is more like the cognitive psychology explanation, which makes so much sense. When you're asleep, you are processing things that happen to you during the day, or things that have been bothering you, in the recent past. Which to me makes a lot more sense. For example, I have students that come to me at the end of, especially seniors, about April or May. They'll tell me, "Oh my gosh, I had this dream that I killed my best friend," or "I had a dream that I died." And well, if you think about this symbolically, what's death? Death is a separation. It's like, well, separating. What are they separating from? They're separating from their friends, separating from their parents, going away to college. So that separation comes across as a death, and they're really sometimes kind of freaked out about it. Prom is coming up in the not too distant future here. It's, March of 2019, and I have students who are who are having prom freak out dreams. So that's the explanation for why. The interpretation of dreams can be either very literal or very symbolic. Like the thing about death. I dreamed that I killed my best friend. It's really not killing. It's not death. It's the separation. So you look at it from a symbolic point of view. But it could be completely obvious. Gosh, I was thinking of one earlier and I can't think. But say, for example, I know a person who's very concerned about getting fired all the time. And I don't know why. I just am. I'm just kind of an anxious personality. I don't remember my dreams very often, but when I do, sometimes those dreams are of getting fired. And it's not for any particular reason. I'm just anxious about losing that job. And I don't know why that is. So sometimes they're very literal, sometimes they're very symbolic. I had a student who told me very matter-of-factly that if you have dreams where you have clothes on, that really means you desire to be naked, and if you have dreams where you're naked, you're totally normal. They're not quite that literal. My interpretation of nudity in dreams would be vulnerability, is you're afraid of something. That maybe you have dreams where you're nude in public. That doesn't mean that you're a secret flasher or a exhibitionist. It could mean that you have social anxieties. It could mean that you just don't like to speak or be, speak in public or be the center of attention. So when I have a student who comes to me with a dream, sometimes I can get it right away, but sometimes they're very difficult. Hello, and welcome to another Psych Minute. I don't rehearse these, cut that part out. Hello.